introduce yourself first, please?
Yes, I'm Imogen. And
I'm Keller.
And we're ITTY and FEE, but one of us isn't ITTY and the other one's FEE. We're both ITTY and FEE.
How do you describe creativity in your own words?
Creativity, go on.
Just if you're creative and you're compelled to create, it just comes in kind of everything that you do really. And it's whether that's a hobby or and you kind of put that into work.
I think if you are a creative person, it just comes out in your head, doesn't it?
And how do you express your creativity?
Well, wonderful products in front of you.
Yeah.
And
Pretty things.
yeah, pretty things.
But you're a props maker as well.
Yeah, and you're an actress. So
We talk for
creativity.
each other.
Yeah, and so just basically doing kind of creative work or your art practice or whatever.
And how long have you done this?
This has been a project over the last couple of years, really, like a kind of hobby, doing occasional fairs and things like that. So.
We've known each other since we were kids, so it's quite nice. We've both got other jobs as well. I work in theatre and she works in television, so it's something we can do together and to get to spend time together and stuff.
What inspires you and how do ideas come about?
Well, with this in particular, I think it's usually materials. We're kind of playing with fabrics, materials, kind of sculpting it really, get a feel of the fabrics, how it wears.
And seeing what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, just kind of playing really. It's very much a kind of playing with it before you get the kind of idea.
And a lot of the time it's just what you've still got knocking around as well. And sometimes the happy accidents are the
upcycling.
Where and how do you find you best generate ideas?
I think
chatting. A lot of sitting and talking to each other over the years.
Looking at stuff actually, going around and looking at kind of interesting shops, knick-knacky shops, second-hand shops, things like that, you get ideas.
What people are wearing on the street and what other people are making as well.
Films, costumes, all those kind of things.
What is your process of idea generation and development? How do you take an idea and turn it into a final product?
Okay, well, think it.
Try it,
yeah.
Try it,
and
definitely.
play around with the kind of stuff and see whether it works.
How and where do you source materials and what sort of materials do you use?
Well, a lot of found things, they're like upcycled, like kind of leftover pieces of fabric and things like
Bits
that.
of jewellery and things that. But also, I find going to fabric shops and asking for offcuts, and you can get them really cheap, and then you get some stuff that you wouldn't necessarily have picked yourself that ends up being really good.
Can you name or describe some challenges you face when creating?
The energy, when you're trying to maintain another job, whatever, you've got to be in the right frame of mind to sit and make, and consistent, quality, consistency, finishing, being able to kind of, once you've worked out how to do something, you want to make a few of something, just selling for stock and things like that. So just...
I think keeping morale up is important as well, because a lot of the time if you're not making money off of what you're doing, it can feel like such a slog. But eventually you work out what does work and what doesn't.
That might sort of answer my next question. What drives you to persist and persevere when facing these challenges?
Because you love doing it and you actually, create something you're proud of. Then when someone buys that off you, that's kind of a really nice feeling.
Yeah, it's
wow,
a buzz.
someone's going to wear that, someone's going to, use that.
And we get people wearing our stuff out to weddings and then they'll send us pictures and things like that. And I just think actually, yeah, it works. That was in my brain and now it's on someone's head.
What would you say is your favourite piece of work so far and why?
We've just sold the good ones.
Yeah, recently, just today, because it's Christmas, I've been doing some Christmas decorations, which I'm really happy with the ones that I've
they're
made.
very pretty.
In the hats and things were kind of ongoing, but as an example for today,
Yeah, I just found this sort of design for these ones and it just, just playing around and they really work. So I'm going to go and make lots of them.
How do you promote your work?
website, Etsy, a little bit Facebook, friends,
Social media is a
and
good one.
these kind of events are really good actually.
And we've found being at this craft fair event that we've spoken to a lot of other people and they'll recommend which other shows to go to, which ones might suit us.
Word of mouth, I think, in the craft world.
How do you manage your time when producing?
That's tough.
When you've got other jobs to do as well, because you both work in other areas.
Yeah, you have to just try and put aside a little bit of time each day to focus on doing a little bit.
Also, if you enjoy it, it's something that you can do in the evenings, and you'll have the telly
Relaxing.
on or you'll have the music on, and it's part of how you wind down after work as well.
What advice or message can you give to other creatives, designers and artists?
Persevere. Just kind of develop something you like, you feel proud of.
Yeah.
Also, don't be afraid to push something. If you